Stay tuned towards the end of the video for important updates. Don't miss them. What's up, Warlord Squad? My name is Anime Warlord, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to an all-new Blerdtaku Pickups. It's kind of hard to believe that I've already done 8 of these so far, but they're just going to keep on coming and coming, just like the channel is going to keep on getting nerdier and nerdier. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, to start things off with today's Blerdtaku Pickups, I have 2 brand new autographs. And recently, I did a count of my autograph collection so far, and I have accumulated over 51 autographs so far. 51, and they're just going to keep on coming and coming and getting bigger and bigger. Anyway, so a quick little story. So when I was at Galloping Ghost Arcade, I was there for like a little event. It was called AVGN and Friends. So not only was the angry video game nerd James Rolfe going to be there, but there were also going to be 2 more guests. There was going to be the Nostalgia Critic and Brad Cinema Snob Jones. So I went both days, obviously. So the first day, I wanted to meet James Rolfe because I hear that he's a really nice guy, and they were absolutely right. He absolutely was. And number 2, I wanted to take my girlfriend the following day on Saturday because I know she had a day off of work because she is a really big fan of the Nostalgia Critic. So here is James's autograph. He just basically simply signed James Angry Video Game Nerd. If you guys want to see a photo of me and the Angry Video Game Nerd, here it is right here. And I really love the fact that there was a background of the nerd room. Now, obviously, James couldn't bring the whole entire nerd room from like wherever he lives down to Chicago because you just can't do that. Maybe one day if we invent dino capsules from Dragon Ball, maybe we could do that. But anyways, he was a really, really nice guy, very funny, and I love the fact how he just basically bought 2 NES controllers with him so he could just basically just give the impression like we're playing a shitty game together. And here is Brad Cinema Snob Jones's autograph. I got him the following day when I took my girlfriend to Galloping Ghost Arcade. It was her first time at Galloping Ghost Arcade, and she had an absolute blast. I do not have a photo with me and Brad Cinema Snob Jones, but he signs on here to Alex. Thank you very much, Brad Cinema Snob Jones. And that could pretty much mean anything, you know. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being a fan. And just basically just thank you for being you. It could pretty much mean anything. Now then, onto the collectibles and other stuff. So, believe it or not, you guys, this is the first time that I've gone to Geek Street twice, because normally I go once every year, but this time around I went twice in the same year. Okay, first and foremost, I have a lot of Godzilla stuff to showcase. I have a Battra figure right here, and I remember the last time I was there, I said the next time I come here, I definitely want to get Battra because this Battra figure looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the design of it. Next, I have a Final Wars Manda. Very, very cool. Next up, I have a -1 figure of Godzilla. I'm really looking forward to the sequel that's going to be coming out. And from what I heard, that the sequel will be probably coming out sometime in 2026. There's also a planned sequel for Shin Godzilla. And of course, Godzilla X Kong Supernova comes out in 2027. Man, oh man, what a time to be a Godzilla fan. It's fucking awesome. And lastly, for the figurines, we have Anguirus, a Final Wars Anguirus. And for crazy enough, when I went back to Kokomo Toys and Collectibles, there was a whole lot of Anguiruses still left in stock. I'm like, what do y'all got against Anguirus? He's great. All right, next up, I have a couple of Hot Wheels. Here is the first car. This is Captain America. These are going to be all of their character car lines, and I really love the design on this. The paint job is amazing. The blue is fantastic. Oh, so good. And the other cars that you can get in this set are Iron Man and Thor. Hope to track those guys some down at some point or another. Next up, I have Sully from Monsters, Inc. And there are the other cars that you can get as well. You can get Remy from Ratatouille, Doug from Up, Buzz Lightyear and Woody from the Toy Story franchise, Mike Wazowski, and Wally. And of course, I couldn't let Sully be alone. I also got Mike Wazowski. Yeah, that looks really, really cool. I love the green on here. It looks like a lime green. That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, next up, I have two of these. These are called Godzilla All Monsters Encyclopedia. Pretty interesting name, if I do say so myself. And these are all of the other ones that you can collect. You can collect Godzilla 1984, the start of the Heisei era. You can collect Space Godzilla, Mogira or Magara, however you want to pronounce it, Little Godzilla, Hedorah, Biollante in her plant form, Kiryu, and Godzilla 1989. All right, first one. Let's see who we get. Oh, I see. They kind of keep you guessing a little bit. Okay, I see you. I see you. It's almost like I'm unwrapping a asteroid almost. Oh, we got Little Godzilla. That is so cute. And there is the display, and it comes with these little mini crystals. So let me assemble this real quick off camera. Okay, so here is what it looks like all assembled. Now, there weren't really too many pegs to do a lot of assembly required, but you just basically kind of have to do a little bit of a moving around and whatnot. And whenever I move, I got to be really careful because these are little minis and whatnot, and I don't want to lose anything. So I'll probably like put that in like a baggie or something like that, because I don't want to like lose a crystal, and I don't want to lose baby Godzilla or little Godzilla for that matter. But yeah, it looks really cute. Let's see who's in the next one. All right, who is inside the second one? Now, I was originally going to get like 4 of these, but I'm just like, no, Alex, you got a budget and whatnot. Because, you know, I got to save up for Anime Magic coming up, and of course I got to save up to pay my half of the rent and pay my bills. You know how it is, being an adult and shit. Okay. Ah. All right, who's in the next one? And it is... What the fuck? Oh, I think... Is this Hedorah? Yeah, that's Hedorah. We got Hedorah, everybody. Nice. Okay, so Hedorah did require some assembly and whatnot, but I only got this so far done. And there's some other little mini pieces, like for his arms and for his back. I will assemble those in my free time, but for now, I'm just going to just leave it off at this. Hedorah looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. Next up, I only have one video game, and it's been a little while since I collected for this system. Boom. Bakugan Battle Brawlers for the Nintendo DS. And, you know, I found this at a antique shop called Treasure Hunt Antiques in Kokomo. And they're not too far from Geek Street. And when it comes to an antique shop, you never know what you're going to find. And I'm glad that I found Bakugan Battle Brawlers for the Nintendo DS, because normally when I find DS games in an antique shop, I normally find DS games that are just basically mid and boring as shit, but this one honestly just basically caught my eye. They also had some other interesting DS games, but this one caught my eye the most because I grew up playing Bakugan, watching Bakugan, etc., 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 so I'm looking forward to checking this game out. Next up, I have a couple of Funko Pops. First up, I have Josh Baskin from one of my favorite movies of all time, Tom Hanks' Big from 1988. And I really like this version of Josh Baskin a lot because this is during the famous piano scene when he was in FAO Schwartz with Robert Loggia.
Chopsticks.
Yeah, such a good goddamn movie, dude, and it still holds up greatly to this very day. So if you like 80s movies, Tom Hanks, or just basically a movie that makes you laugh, makes you cry, or just basically having an overall good time, or all of the above that I just listed, I highly recommend Big. It's one of my personal favorites, and you'll see why when you watch it. Next up is a Diamond Collection Tinkerbell from Hot Topic, but obviously I did not get this from Hot Topic. I got this from Kokomo Toys and Collectibles. Because what's unique about Kokomo Toys and Collectibles is that they sell Funko Pops of really all kinds. And this one really stood out to me when I went there again yesterday. And I really love the design on this Funko Pop. I really love the blue in her wings and on her shoes there. Oh, such a pretty pop. Love Tinkerbell. And finally for the Funko Pops, I got Carrie, a Walmart exclusive Carrie. And this is Carrie when she was the prom queen before things would eventually go wrong. And I feel so bad for Carrie because Carrie, she's such a sweetheart, and yet she just basically gets mercilessly bullied. So those bullies can just basically go fuck themselves. But this is a really, really phenomenal movie, and I highly recommend it if you're a big fan of Stephen King or a big fan of horror. This is actually my very first ever Stephen King Funko Pop. Can you believe that? Alright, so while me and my buddies were in Kokomo Toys and Collectibles, they were giving out free comic books from the comic book shop that's actually not too far from the toy store. They're like right next to each other. It's called Comics Cubed, and this is the comic book they were giving out. They were giving out a reprinting of a Superman comic from the 1940s, which I find pretty damn cool. Okay, next up, I don't have not 1, 2, 3, but 4 of these Pokemon Topps cards. And if you guys remember the last time I went to Geek Street, I got myself a pack of these Pokemon Topps cards. And I was originally going to show them off in this Blerdtaku Pickups episode, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to waste too much of your time by showcasing all of them. I'm just going to basically give these cards their own separate video, and you and I can just basically react together of what I got. And finally, you guys, here is the grand finale. I have 2 new Transformer statues, and they're all Decepticons. I have my favorite Decepticon of all time, Soundwave. Decepticons are set to launch Megatron. Decepticons, attack! Ravage, eject, eject. Yes, sir. And the other ones you can collect in this wave are Optimus Prime and Megatron. And finally is Starscream. And the other characters you can collect are Bumblebee and Grimlock. Me, Grimlock, want to be part of your collection. Oh my god, wow, these are just incredibly detailed, because as you guys remember from one of my previous Blerdtaku pickups, I also picked up a Transformer statue, and that is from the Insecticon Bombshell. Now, before the video ends, 2 quick little updates. First update, where in the bloody hell is Manga Hunting Adventures? Didn't I say I was going to release it sometime in July? Yes, I did say I was going to release it sometime in July. It is July the 20th, and crazy enough, we are almost done with this month. Time is flying by real fast, y'all. It's crazy. Anyways, I know you guys are anticipating the first episode of Manga Hunting Adventures, but honestly, instead of setting a specific time and date for Manga Hunting Adventures, it'll just basically happen when it happens. I'm just gonna release I'm just gonna release the episodes just like I do my videos, unscheduled. Number 2, the Honey Pop situation. So, I am acutely aware that I have made 3 episodes of the Honey Pop Let's Play so far, but honestly, I'm going to drop this series. And the main reason why, it's because I do not want YouTube breathing down my fucking neck. Yeah, I can basically censor the fan service and censor the erotic scenes all I want, but at the same time, with how the internet is these days, I do not want to take that risk into losing my fucking channel, because I have worked so hard to make this channel, and I'm still working hard to make amazing videos for you guys. Like, don't get me wrong, I love entertaining you guys, and I always will, but I want to be careful of like what I post and whatnot, because I don't want my channel to just basically just go kapoof, and nobody wants my channel to go kapoof, and I do not want to start from scratch or square one, not scratch one. That doesn't make any sense. But seriously though, I am very, very sorry, but be aware that there will be game content on my channel, just basically not eroges. They're too risque, as they say. It's too risque. I don't want to risk losing my channel, and I don't want to risk starting over from square one all over again after of the channel that I carefully built up for 10 years. Yeah, I've had this channel for 10 years, but in 2015, I didn't have any content out on the channel just yet. So I don't want to lose this channel. I don't want to lose either of you guys and start over from square one with an all-new YouTube channel, and that would really suck. Alright, you guys, this just about wraps things up for today's video. If you guys like today's video, give it a like. If you guys have anything to say about today's video, give it a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified about future nerdy videos when they come out. You guys already know who I am. I'm Anime Warlord. Stay nerdy, stay safe out there. Have a great day, have a great evening, whatever your time zone may be, and always remember to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys again in the very next video. Peace out.